Hey guys, this is Josh from AcabadoTheme.com. Today I was just going to go over real quick styling this button itself on the menu and giving you the ability to add an easy call to action onto your menu bar. While it may look like it's complex, it's actually really about 7 steps to add. So we'll start over here today. What we're going to do is we're going to go over to the menu. Once you're in Appearance and Menu, what you're going to want to do is go up to Screen Options up top, and then you're going to want to go and turn on the ability to do your CSS. So inside these advanced menu properties, this is typically unchecked. What you want to do is check it because you want to be able to assign a class onto one of your buttons. So in this case, I did the Project 24 button. So inside what you'll see is a link to where I want it to go to. The navigation label, which is what is the words that are in the menu. And then what you can do is in here, now that you made this exist, you can actually go create a class. So this is something you can use to reference when you apply custom CSS to an object to specifically target only items that have the class that you built. So I went with a simple one. I just did menu button. It's fairly straightforward and boring. You probably could make it more specific to what you're looking for. I try and keep these simple most of the time unless I'm making an overly complex site where I know I'm going to create a whole bunch of different classes. And then preferably for me, most of the time when it's something that's leading off the site, then I typically will try and check mark them to open in a new tab. And then when you're done, you want to go ahead and just save your menu. That way you know you have your button, you have your class assigned. And then what you're going to do next is basically... See, that was all of these steps rolled into one. So once you save it, what you want to do is you're going to go to custom CSS, and you're going to apply the stuff down below, but obviously you can make changes to some colors and everything. So if you were to copy this, what you would do is go down here, right? We go to Acabado settings, and scroll down to where custom CSS is at. You would want to scroll down past whatever you have, and then you would append it onto the end. And then this is where you could start making color changes. So let me go ahead and remove these and go find mine. If you can't tell, I keep quite a bit on here. So inside here, what you're looking for is where you have a menu button already. And then what you're going to do is just tweak these colors. I can't find where I put it right now. But what you're going to do is this menu button is just directly this text. So the menu button is just specifically here. And what it's saying is that for the menu button, we want to have a background color. So in this case, black. And that you want the radius to be 45 pixels. And the radius is what makes the button, so it's the radius on these edges is 45 pixels. Basically, you just, to give it a rounded off look, I went pretty high to make sure it would be done. And what you can do here is the button as a link, what color do you want it to be? So you can change what color you want it to be as main navigation menu button, which is your class, and then A for the link, right? And then there's also main navigation menu button A and then hover, so when you actually hover. So what you're doing here is, again, the color you want the link to be. And then we flagged it as important to make sure it just overwrites or is given more importance, more credence than anything else that's currently applied that might take it over. And then to keep the border radius so we don't lose it when it hovers over the top. Once you have those in place, you can save, and then you can tweak the colors and the look as you need to make it fit with your site. Currently, I'm not even sure I like the blue. It was just kind of what I put together when I was putting this article together to help people in the first place. I'll probably go back and actually customize and clean it up a little bit. So I'll leave a link to this, and then I'll put the actual CSS into the information section below. Go ahead and leave me a comment or anything that you're interested in having a video about. I've covered about 90 or so tweaks that you can do to Acabado, and I'm slowly trying to create them all as videos to help everybody, for those who have a hard time just following the words on a page. I'd love to know if it's helpful or if there's something I can change. Please like and subscribe if you appreciate what I'm doing. And I'd love to hear from you. Please leave me a comment. Thank you, everybody. Have a good day. Bye.